good to see everybody here. We have a couple topics to talk to you about today, but something very special for our city as well. So welcome to Mayor Longwell's media briefing. He is sad that he can't be here today because I know how much he wanted to be here to meet the crew at the press briefing this morning, but we will have an event tonight, and I know he'll be there. I drove, first of all, by several firework tents this morning, reminding me that 4th of July is next week. It's coming up. We get lots of calls in our office during that time, and that's a great reminder as well. And so as we near our country's celebration of Independence Day, it's a good time to reflect for all of us on our freedoms and to give thanks to those who serve. And so appropriately, we have the crew from the USS Wichita here with us today. We'd like to welcome you here. They've been in Wichita since Sunday. They've been touring our city, visiting YMCA's Camp Hyde, spending time with Vet to Vet. They've also been volunteering with the Boys and Girls Club, and Commander Dumlau just told me that those kids definitely asked some very unfiltered, pointed questions. It sounds like that they were on the hot seat and a little uncomfortable maybe. They've also been touring our city, seeing some of our iconic sites here. And so they've been taking the whole city in. This is the first visit for the crew after the previous crew was reassigned. This routinely happens in the Navy. I think that they can attest to that. The LCS Crew 115 is led by Commanding Officer Rob Dumlau. Born in Seoul, Commanding Officer Dumlau grew up in Chicago. He was commissioned through Officer Candidate School in 1999. He holds a Bachelor's of Science degree in Industrial Technology from Northern Illinois University. He is a graduate of the Naval Postgraduate School, where he received a Master's of Arts degree in National Security Affairs, focused on Far East Asia, and Joint Professional Military Education Phase 1. In 2012, he attended the Joint Forces Staff College and Joint Special Operations University in Tampa, Florida, where he received JPME Phase 2. Commander Dumlau is a Joint Qualified Officer. Commander Dumlau has served aboard USS Germantown as the communications officer, the USS Gary as the assistant chief engineer, the USS Pearl Harbor as the chief engineer, the USS Tarawa as the first lieutenant, and I hope I get this right, USC UCOM J3 as action officer, and Chief of Navy Reserve as the Flag Secretary, Maritime Planner for Special Operations Command Korea, J5, USS New Orleans as the Executive Officer, Navy Operations Support Center San Diego as a Special Assistant. So I could go on and on. There is probably about 5 more pages worth of awards and deployments, but instead what I'd like to do is allow you to hear from Commander Dumlau, and I want to invite him to speak. Commander.
Good morning, everybody. It is great to be here in this city of Wichita. Our mission here is very, very simple. We're here to meet and greet the people of Wichita, and we have gotten such a warm and welcoming applause, and it is just, I'm so excited to be here. I brought 7, including myself, a sailor with me, so they're gonna come up and introduce themselves, starting with Senior Chief Allen.
Good morning, I'm Command Senior Chief Wayne Allen from Texas. I've been in the Navy about 16 years, and my job on the boat is to assist the captain in assuring that the mission is complete and taking care of all the sailors, making sure that they're safe and have everything they need to get the mission done. Thank you.
Lieutenant Tracy Bruce. I'm the main propulsion assistant on board. I support all engineering operations as well as all auxiliary systems. I've been in the Navy for 5 years.
Good morning, Wichita. I'm culinary specialist first class Paul Hines. I'm from Trenton, New Jersey. I've been in for 9 years, and I handle the ship's food operations day to day.
Morning, everyone. I'm electronics technician first class Brandon Meredith. I've been in the Navy about a little over 16 years now. I'm responsible for a whole bunch of maintenance and of electronic systems on board the ship, ranging from the ship's network to communications equipment, navigations, radars, and et cetera. Again, I was born in Great Bend, Kansas, so I'm a native of Kansas, and I got quite a bit of family locally, so thanks.
Morning, I'm Information Systems Technician, second class, Cody Weil. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I've been in the Navy for almost 4 years now, and my job is to maintain the ship's network, and I deal directly with all the communications on and off the ship.
Good morning, my name is Levon Johnson. I am also a CS2 on board the USS Wichita. I have been in 8 years, coming up on 9 in August. I also help support supply in the day-to-day operations of food on board.
All right, so I will quickly explain what LCS does, Littoral Combat Ship. And I want to make this clear because some people are saying, what's littoral? Well, littoral basically means our ship, USS Wichita, can operate in coastal waters near land, while some of the bigger ships like cruisers and destroyers cannot. And the reason being is that we have a very, very shallow draft, about 14 and a half foot, vice 30 foot on others. So we can get up close. Not only that, we are extremely fast, probably the fastest vessel in the Navy inventory. We can exceed over 40 knots. And using the water jets, we can displace about 2 million gallons of water in a minute. That's an incredible amount of power. So we can zoom. Also very, very maneuverable and highly networked so that we can incorporate latest technology into our ship. Now, we can do many, many missions, but our primary mission for the Wichita will be mine warfare. So we will be going out with a mine det who will seek out and destroy mines. John?
Yeah, very good. Commander, thank you.
Thank you.
Very much. Okay, if that doesn't make you bust with pride, you don't have a soul. These guys are amazing. And just a personal message from me and the city of Wichita and the Wichita City Council. While you guys are deployed on the USS Wichita and you guys are overseas, please know that everybody on this council and much of Wichita we'll be thinking about you and praying for your safety. And I want to thank you very much for your sacrifice and for donning the name Wichita. Thank you very much. We will have questions available for the commander and his crew here as soon as I get done talking about 4th of July and Independence Day. So that is next. And as I noted at the beginning, I've recently driven down into Oklahoma and back up to Wichita and in and around our city. And I know everybody's seeing the tents starting to pop up. Email traffic is starting to pop up, and phone calls are starting to come into the council office with concerned citizens. And so we're going to talk about a celebration that everybody can go to if they don't want to buy fireworks, and we're also going to talk about a little bit of firework safety today. So Red, White, and Boom. The Wichita Parks Foundation is hosting Red, White, and Boom this 4th of July, presented by Freddy's Frozen Custard, and the event takes place from 6 to 10:30 p.m. Food trucks will line Water Street in the Westar Energy Food Court starting at 6 o'clock. The beer garden will be open all evening on the KSN lawn in front of the Hyatt Regency. Locals 80 dance band, the Astronauts, will perform a free concert, and It will be on the Wichita Federal Credit Union stage starting at 7:30. And so wear all your 80s attire, which of course I have none, and don your mullets and enjoy the evening. Capping a great day will be Red, White, and Boom, the fireworks over the Arkansas River starting at 9:45 p.m. And so there is quite a night planned for Independence Day. And so please come out and enjoy this free event that the city of Wichita is putting on for its citizens. And I want to thank the Parks Foundation for hosting it. So now to firework safety. And for questions afterwards, we do have some of our fire department here to answer some of those questions if you have any. But here are a few bullet points, a few things that we want you to know about. First of all, keep fireworks away from grassy areas or structures. This tends to be an issue everywhere. Do not light fireworks if it's windy. Consider attending a fireworks show in the area, and we gave you a great example of where to go. Use only fireworks sold in Wichita's. Others may be illegal. And I will interject here that you need to buy them, shoot them where you buy them. It's a very easy way to remember where to let those off. Place a garden hose, fire extinguisher, and a water bucket nearby to douse the fireworks. Closely supervise children using fireworks. This is something I see every year in the neighborhoods in South Wichita. It's very dangerous, and so please make sure that our children have you as adults around to supervise. And use fireworks as they are designed to be used. Safely dispose of used fireworks in a metal container and do not place them in a trash can until safe. I've attended a 4th of July fireworks party in a trash can at once, and the fire department had to come and put it out, and with everything else they have going on at night, please, that night, don't put them in the trash can. In Wichita, fireworks may be lawfully sold Tuesday, June 27th through Wednesday, July 5th. Legal fireworks may be discharged during the same time period between the hours of 6 a.m. and midnight each night, okay? Sedgwick County Emergency Communications will staff a non-emergency line for complaints on July 1st through the 4th from 6:30 p.m. until 3 a.m. And get your pens ready. The non-emergency phone number to use these nights will be 316-290-1011. And lastly, be neighborly. Get to know your neighbors during this time. Everybody's going to be outdoors. Enjoy each other's company. And think about your neighbors when midnight comes and you still want to let those fireworks fly, okay? That being said, we're going to stand for questions for anybody who may have any.
Commander,
Absolutely.
where is the Wichita right now?
You know, I heard it's parked over at the Arkansas River right now. Maybe that's not true. It's up in Marinette, Wisconsin,
Okay.
a few miles from Green Bay. And as you guys witnessed, some of you guys witnessed, last year they launched the ship. So what that means is they're launching up pretty much an empty vessel. So right now they're bringing that ship to life by putting in all the technology and computer systems and weapon systems. So that's where it's right now. So your probably next question is, when is it going to be commissioned, right? So the commissioning is the last phase where Navy and the contractor buys off on it and say, hey, Navy, here it is, go ahead and do your mission. So that date is expected to be late 18, early 19.
And how big a crew will there be on the Wichita?
The core crew right now is 50. So if you think about that, that's about a fifth the size of a regular destroyer or cruiser. They're usually about 250 people. So the manning is very, very tight. However, we are going to be bringing the module deck, which will operate our primary mission. So they'll bring in about this additional 20 to 22 people on board. So it'll be around 70 people in total.
And you'll be able to be deployed anywhere in the world?
Oh, absolutely. Anywhere in the world.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All right, sounds like we don't. I'd like to say that they could probably be deployed quicker than almost anybody else anywhere in the world, from what it sounds like. So you guys are an amazing hot rod of a vessel. It's good to hear. So that being said, that'll end our media briefing for today. Thank you for joining us.